Good morning, children. Today we are here to continue the lesson sorting materials into groups from 6th class chemistry. Already we discussed the lesson, some important points in the lesson sorting materials into groups. What are the points we discussed in the lesson is what is matter and how the materials can be separated into groups. We separated some groups depending upon the shape of the object and the material which is used to prepare the objects, and also we grouped two different types also. They are depending upon the objects and the materials they are made up of. That means, if you, for example, if you take one material, that material is made with how many different kind of sources. So, for example, if you take one pen, so have you seen the body of the pen? That body is made up of which material? Plastic. Ask your parents in that time which kind of pens they are used. Maybe on that time the body of the pens are made with metals. Like that, have you seen plate? For what purpose we are using plates mainly? We are using plate mainly for eating purposes. Which kind of plate you have seen? Maybe plastic plate you see. Next, glass plate, steel plate, even in marriages, in functions we are observing the paper plates also we are seeing. Plate is one kind of material only, but to prepare that material, we use so many different kind of sources. From plastic to we made, steel to we made, glass to we made. But from these all sources too, we made plate. Then, in all situations, you may use the same kind of plate. It's possible? No. Depending upon the purpose, we are using different kind of sources. For example, for use and throw, we will use a steel plate. No, on the time which kind of plate we are using? Paper plate. Yes or no? Because on throwing means that paper will going to disposable into the soil. You are throwing steel or plastic plate means, is it disposable? No. Understood, Nana? Next, pen. It is made with plastic or metal. Bat. It is also made with wood and plastic. Yes or no? In our childhood, we played with plastic bat, but nowadays, now means when you are going to some areas, then we are using a wood bat. Like that. Here one more table is there. So these table, in the table we are seeing different objects that are made from same material. To list our objects more systematically, we have made one more list. Depending upon the source is one, but with that one source, we made so many kind of different materials. But here in the table, we made this table depending upon the one material is made with different sources. In the table, with one source, we made different materials. Have you got the difference? Are you understood, children? Difference between these two tables? In the first table, we made the material with different sources, but in the second table, we made different materials from the one source. See here, take wood. By using wood as one source, we made different kind of materials like chair, tables. Wood chair, have you seen? Yes. Next table, we are sitting in our classroom. Which kind of table that is? Wood. Plow, it is agricultural instrument. Bullock cart and its wheels. Bullock cart wheels. They are also all materials are prepared from the same source. That is what? Wood. Next, paper. So paper, where we are seeing paper? Yes, in our notebooks. So books, notebooks, newspaper. So to prepare is all materials. What is important? What is the source we use? Paper. It is one source or not? Yes, it is the one source. From one source to prepare these many objects or materials. Next, leather. Where we are using leather? For making clothes, footwear, leather footwear. Are you know, Nana? Yes. Next, handbags. Handbags also we are seeing when we are going to shop. We observe we will ask, give one leather bag for me, not ordinary bag, leather bag. There we mentioned leather. That means leather is used for clothing, for footwear, handbags, for making belts. For all the purpose we are using leather. See here I wrote here three materials, but not only three, some other materials also there. That all materials are prepared from the only one source. That is what? Leather. Next go for plastics. With plastic, we are making so many articles, household articles, playing articles, anything. So many different kind of varieties of articles are we are making with plastic. Here some examples I wrote. There are bottles, chairs, toys. Not only these objects, household articles in a household, we are using different kind of materials made with the plastics. Understood, children? Here that means here what we are going to know from this table to means from one source to we are making different kind of materials. But from this table to we are going to know one material is made from the different sources. So like this in this chapter we grouped the objects many different ways depending upon the shape of the object. First I told we made one list. Depending upon the round shape, we listed some objects. First one, rubber ball, football, nearly round shaped apples, oranges. The first video, I given the clarity and I given the table to you. In the table, I rubber ball. What is the shape of the rubber ball? Round shape. Football shape? Round shape. Next, in second list, we grouped some objects depending upon the materials which made from plastics. For the objects made from plastics, buckets, here I wrote some examples, bottles, chairs, toys, containers, water, any kind of liquid containers, that all are made with plastics. Here in these two tables, we discussed what we discussed. One material is made from different sources and one source is possible to make different materials. Understood, Nana? Yes. So like this we made the objects from the different sources. But for all purposes, will you use the same kind of source of materials? No. Depending upon the situation, we will choose different materials. So what the situation? On what you dependent? So on what basis you made the different objects? You choose for different works. So that is depending upon the properties of the materials. Depending upon the properties of materials, we will use different materials for different works. So now we are going to discuss about the properties of materials. After you understood, children? Yes. Next, our topic is properties of materials. Properties of materials. Properties of materials. Okay, children, here I will ask one small question to you. So, which kind of containers you are using to store the water in your home? Which kind of material you used to make that containers? Will you use the cloth containers to store the water? It is possible to store the water in a cloth containers? No. It is not possible to store the water in a cloth containers. Is it possible? No. We see in our home, we are using the materials used to make the containers are without cloth. That materials are not made with cloth. Not made with cloth because we see somewhere glass containers, steel, metals, plastics, even though we used some clay containers or pots also used to store the water. But we should not use cloth containers to store the water. Will you use cloth containers? No. Because water has not, the cloth has not ability to store the water. If you pour water in a cloth container, that water is coming out from the cloth. It is not stored, it is not be stable in the cloth. But if you use plastic containers, the water is not come out from the plastic containers. Plastic has ability to store water in it. Like that, glass also can store, clay pots also can store, metal boxes also can store the water, but cloth cannot store. Like that, similarly, will you use the paper things as cooking utensils? Have you seen the utensils in your home? Which kind of utensils used in your home? What material they used to prepare that materials? Are they used the paper materials as a cooking utensils? No, because paper on burning immediately can catch fire and burn. Paper materials are not used as a cooking utensils. Generally, they used either steel or silver or aluminium materials as cooking utensils, not as paper utensils. Because paper can catch a fire and burn immediately. Yes or no? See, on different situation, we are in different materials as for our works. So, these all situations are the material which is used for your works is depending upon the properties of materials and situation, depending upon the usage, for what purpose you are using that material. For writing, we will take paper, not steel, but to cook, we are using cooking utensils. Depending upon the purpose of the usage also, we will choose the materials. Yes or no? Like that. So, what are all the properties of materials that would be important for their usage? Some properties are here given. First, in that property, the first property is appearance. Appearance. All the materials have same appearance. All the materials have same color. No. Different materials may have different colors. Yes or no? For example, say wood and iron. Both have the same appearance. No. Wood is entirely different from iron. Yes or no? Wood and iron both are same? No. Iron is different from the wood. Like that. Take copper. Copper is different from the iron. Take aluminium. Aluminium is different from the copper and iron. Yes or no? But there is a similarities between iron, copper, aluminium. Appearance is not same, but in remaining properties they have some similarities between iron, copper and aluminium. But these similarical properties is not shown by wood. Understood? Appearance is different, and also properties are entirely different from iron, copper and aluminium. These three materials can show some similarical properties, but not in appearance. Understood? So first one is appearance. For different materials are possessing different properties and different appearance. Understood? Next, do one more activity. Do one more activity to know some more properties of materials. Okay, children. What are the properties we are going to discuss? Means collect some pieces, paper, wood, cardboard, iron, aluminium, copper, gold. Like that, collect some materials and identify the appearance of these materials: paper, wood, cardboard, iron, aluminium, copper, gold. Like that, identify the appearance of the materials. All materials have shiny surface. Children, all the material, paper, wood, all the materials have shiny surface. So, depending upon the shiny appearance, depending upon the shiny appearance, divide these materials into groups. Which one has shiny surface and which one not have shiny surface? So paper, it not have shiny surface, and wood not have shiny surface, cardboard not have shiny surface. Go for iron, it has shiny surface, aluminium shiny surface, copper shiny surface, and gold shiny surface. So here we made tool, depending upon the shiny surface, we made two lists. In one list, paper, wood, cardboard, these metals are not showing shiny surface, not have shiny surface. Whereas iron, aluminium, copper, gold, these are shiny surface. So depending upon the shady surface, you have made the list. Understood, children? So for this continue, we will discuss in the next lesson. Up here, listen carefully and write some important points. Thank you, children.